Yeah, no, I mean, I think, he's in a good place. I think, our whole group, sometimes you have to go through some things. I, I didn't understand everything you said, but he's in a good place now, and to go through some things. I think between Drew and Chris and Giannis, and then whoever else is on the court, everything you said, but he's in a good place now, and there's a lot of go through some things. I think between Drew and Chris and Giannis, and then whoever else is on the court, everything you said, but he's in a good place now, and there's a go through some things. I think between Drew and Chris and Giannis.
You think they sell? I don't know. I just don't. They added the correct pitching. Offense isn't the problem. Freddie is still a top caliber. Here's the thing with Freddie, right? This is Freddie's last contract season, and Liberty Media, which is the owner. Hey, Sir Slaughter, appreciate the $2, man. This is Freddie's contract year. He just got MVP last year. He's doing poorly, but Liberty Media hasn't offered him a contract extension yet, and they're not in talks at all for it. So Freddie most likely is going to do the free agent market. And Freddie is from California, and it pretty boils down to pretty much whatever his wife wants to do. But if the Braves don't think they're going to re-sign Freeman, so that would make Freddie Freeman a trade prospect for a rental. You don't get a whole lot for trading Freddie Freeman as a rental since he only has half a year on his contract left. What you could do is you could sandwich him, Dansby, and Azuna. Azuna's got a 4-year contract. Dansby is under team control for another 3 or 4 years. Sandwich all 3 of those guys together and get a decent prospect haul. And center your team around Austin Riley and Ronald Acuna. I don't know anything about the current housing market. I don't know what a ratio update even means. Yeah, this is a shirt that J.O. bought me. It says my name on the back, which Jordy on the back. Jordy. Local Nomad, if you press down the gas pedal and the car reverses instead of accelerating for a second, is the transmission bad? Not necessarily. Transmissions have connector cables, and what could be happening is you could just not be slotting it to the right thing right away. Like, what you need to do is like just make sure when you get in your car again. Hey, Big GP, you think for 6-7 months? When you get in your car again, put it in reverse, and then drive in reverse. Then stop. Make sure the car's completely stopped. Put it in drive, and then like pull back on it a little bit. Not enough to actually move it, but just pull back and see if it clicks in. If it clicks in, what most likely is wrong is you have a really loose transmission cable. Speaking of cars, so everybody knows I've been having Trail Boss fever, right? And there's a Trail Boss that's priced astronomically in my area. So much so, I've already named it, right? I named the Trail Boss. So, I want to show this thing off to you guys. Because I was thinking today. Here's the Trail Boss. This is Elephant. It's a pre-owned 2020 Chevrolet Silverado LT Trail Boss truck crew cab, right? It's silver ice metallic with the black grille and the Trail Boss. It's 2020. It's got the 5.3 with a 10-speed. It's got the leather seats, the Bose sound system, all the nice bells and whistles. It's got a bed liner, the whole nine, right? It's got a nice chocolate and cream interior. Really like this truck. I think it's a very beautiful truck. The problem with this truck is it's $58,000. And why is this a problem? Well, one, it's a whole lot of fucking money, right? Two, it's $5,000 more than new Trail Bosses. This truck, brand new, goes for $52,900, right? You can get them for $52,900 all day with the options that it has in it, right? It's $3,000 over MSRP of a new Trail Boss, because a new Trail Boss with these options goes for $55,900, right? So I decided this truck is really fucking expensive, and this is the special internet price. I'm going to do a little bit of digging, right? So I did a little bit of digging because I wanted to at least talk and see if they would come off this price, because if they would sell this truck to me for $46,000, I'd be a buyer, right? $46,000. Right? So what I did was I came over here and I just popped the VIN number into Google, right? There's Car Desk. Here's Ventus Automotives AOL. That brings me to this site, Autoblog. This is a site in Spanish, which I could translate to English if I want to, but this is like a Spanish auto blog site. As you can see here, it's, Conway, Chrysler, Dodge, South Carolina. This is the same exact truck. This is the same one that we're looking at over here, right? So you can see that this isn't like switching, bait and switching, right? So I come down here, and it says accident reported, airbag deployed. Huh. Let's go back over to this site. You scroll down. They show nothing of an accident anywhere on this site. Right? So it goes, check your free Carfax. So it has 5 service histories, got 17,285 on the thing. Airbag has been deployed. An accident was reported. It was bought by Doc Chevrolet Buick in Thomasville, Alabama. Then it was traded to a sister store in Chatton Motor Company in Chatham, Alabama. Then it was sold to Windhelm Motor Company in Demopolis, Alabama. And then they sold it to another company in McDoggett, Georgia, Bellamy Strickland. And in this thing, they sold it after having it a month to Power Swain Chevrolet in Fayetteville, North Carolina. They offered it for sale. About 9 days go by, and they sold it to Raceway Chevrolet of Hartsville, South Carolina. Pre-delivery inspection, bed liner installed. They also installed running boards and tube steps. This place is where they actually sell the car, right? They sell the car about 2 months later. It's titled and registered, and then it's sold and vehicle serviced, first owner reported 11/16/2020. 4 months go by. Here it is. Accident reported, moderate damage with another motor vehicle. Damage to front, damage to left, front airbag deployed. And then here it is at Conway Chrysler Dodge. So here's my thought process. This vehicle has been bounced around by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on its 7th dealership right now. It has a head-on collision with another car. And for some reason, it's worth $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $6,000 more than a brand new Trail Boss. How does this make sense? How does this make sense? Like they hide the fact that this truck's been on a head-on collision. Like as you can see, like this is the same truck. This is the same VIN number and everything, right? There's the VIN number again. Same truck. You go to the car report, there's the VIN number right there. You can match the VIN numbers up. You know, at Z320400, Z320400. This is this truck's Carfax. You're right. A vehicle's only worth what somebody's wanting to pay for it. So let me ask you guys, like realistically, if you called and asked about this truck, what would your starting price be? Everybody's saying 35K. They're not going to go for 35K. They probably got more than 35K in it, honestly. So like what I was actually looking for was I was hoping to find where they bought it at, right? Because all cars have a paper trail, and especially used cars, they have auction paper trails. And I'm trying to find the auction which Conway Chrysler Dodge purchased this vehicle, because it wasn't sold by a Dodge dealership, it was bought by a Dodge dealership, right? Grayson, dude, why are you hitting my microphone? Well, Savage Mode, help me out here. How can I get this price down? Like, they want that. $57,995. That is unreasonable, right? That is crazy town. That's straight crazy town. That's $6,000 more than the truck goes for brand new. I know, that's the problem. This is a dealer's market, not a buyer's market. And it's like, you have a truck with a head-on collision in it that, you know, I don't even know if General Motors has voided the factory warranty, right? Because generally, I know with cars that get totaled out, the factory warranty is gone, right? So if you get a car with 800 miles and somebody wrecks it driving out the dealership and totals it, and somebody rebuilds it, they still don't honor the factory warranty. I don't know if the factory warranty is still good on this truck because it was in a head-on collision, right? It's got 17,285 miles. It's got the 5.3 with the 10-speed. I'm not buying it at that price. You know why I'm not buying it at that price? You'd be an idiot to buy a used truck at that price. And let me tell you why. All right? That truck's $6,000 more than a new truck. It's got an accident on it. And all of that affects the value. And that price is a used car bubble price, right? When I say used car bubble price, a year from now, all the car prices are going to correct themselves. Eventually, all the chips are going to work themselves out. Everything's going to normalize. And when it normalizes, your $58,000 used Silverado Trail Boss all of a sudden becomes a $38,000 used Trail Boss. And what do you have to show for it? You have a $60,000 loan to show for it. You're losing your fucking shirt, right? So like that fact alone means this truck should never sell, ever. No, I'm not. I understand all that. I'm talking to you guys. and seeing, I'm just trying to like combine everything together and be like, what is the best way to approach this car? Because I really like this truck, but at the same time, they make fucking silver trail bosses. You know, there's probably another 8 of them out there if I'm willing to drive that are brand new and cheaper than this one. And yeah, because that was the price I was looking to pay. Hey, Jo, maybe you said it already, but I missed it. But a new Trail Boss is cheaper. Why not buy a new one? The reason about buying a new one here is this, right? A new Trail Boss is going to cost you about $53,500 with, $54,000 with dealership tag-ons, sales tax, and a couple other things. You know, after everything's said and done, I'd have to finance something along the lines of $47,000, right? And that's like an $800 car payment. You know, which I can do, right? I can do that. But I kind of don't want an $800 car payment, right? But if I could get that car right there for $45,000 and finance like $36,000, that's like a $500 car payment. You know. I mean, I have a new Silverado. I have a 2018 Silverado Z71. I just personally want a Trail Boss. It's not about boosting status, dude. I don't give a fuck about status. I don't ever buy a car looking for somebody else to appreciate me. If I wanted people to like me for my cars, I would have kept my red Mustang. Everybody loved the fucking red Mustang. Yeah, that's the thought too, Savage Mode. Like, Trail Bosses usually retail about $55,900, right? At some point in the next year or so, they're going to be brand new Trail Bosses that have $10,000 off of them. Right? Stop. Dude, seriously, go down. And they're going to go for $45,900 brand new. And at that point, they're going to be brand new. The first person ever farted in the motherfucker, right? And that's the thought process too. Like in a year from now, this same truck I could get brand new for $45,900 ish, right? It's not about need. You never need a new car. There's never a point financially that buying a new car makes sense other than you don't have a car at all. No, there is no need. There's want. Hey, Nick is snarky. Why do you want a new truck if not for status? I like the way it looks. I mean, like, instead of people like actually helping me out here with like a group of knowledge, I'm just getting lectured. Swole Patrol. I'll buy your boss's 64 Raptor for $15,000. I'm not paying $60,000 for that. If I paid this price right here for a Silverado, it better be a high country. It better be a high country with two fucking, panoramic roofs and you know, the invisible trailer shit and all the other nice stuff. Because like this one is about as loaded as you can get a Trail Boss, right? This is the LT2, you know, Trail Boss, but like it don't have the 6.2 in it. It don't have the big engine. It has the nice transmission, but like it don't have a sunroof, you know, and things like that. And the interior is getting updated next year. I don't know. I figured I'd show that. Just, I don't know. Public can read dumbass ideas. I don't need sex appeal, dude. I'm married. Yeah. I was hoping I could find at least a couple people with experience. I don't see you getting that for anything less than 50K, to be honest, bro. With having such a bad Carfax, you would only regret it. No amount of money is willing to make this a good purchase. Yeah, that's also the problem. Like anything that's took a head-on collision is gonna have some kind of residuals on the frame itself. Like, does the truck even drive straight? I've never even touched the truck. Like, does the truck drive straight? Like, if I was to hit something else with it later on, you know, would the fucking frame bend in half because like stress fractures, you know, in the frame itself from hitting a car to begin with? I just figured I'd bring that to you guys' attention because, like, that truck's been a head-on collision, huh? What will it take to be a buyer's market again? About 2.5 years. Here's the thing, right? Dealerships are feasting right now. Feasting. Because old people are buying cars at markup, right? Like, they're buying basic-ass 5.3 Silverados at 60 grand. And they're selling them just as fast as they're getting them on the lot. Palmetto Chevrolet, local Chevrolet dealership where I'm from, they had 4 new LTs go on the lot, all 2-wheel drives, and they were gone within 2 days. Marked up. And it's like, huh. Oh, hey, feel my nuts. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Dude, I don't trade crypto.
Are you strapped, bro? Will you protect on me? Obviously I'll protect him.
He said just parked.
Just parked. Just parked. Yes. Okay, he's parked.
He said meet me outside.
He's parked.
I'll be like, okay.
Okay, I see him walking, bro.
Outside,
I think that's him, bro. I think that's him. Get your camera ready. I saw someone. I'm not sure if it's him. It might be. Keep an eye out though. Get the camera ready though, and the flashlight. Don't forget the flashlight. Nah. Wait. Hang on. There's someone walking. Hang on. Yeah. Look.
Okay. Yeah, that's him.
Is it him? That's him. That's him.
That.
That's him. Okay. Sorry about that. Chat, can you see me?
Alright.
Chat, we good?
Go outside from my end and I'll hand you the camera.
Okay, turn off the car.
I'll lock it. Yeah, turn it off.
Right there.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your fucking hand. Let me see your fucking hand. I'm gonna call the cops. Yo, I just wanna talk to you. Stop. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Stop.
License plate number C99 LCD, C99 LCD, license plate number C99 LCD, C99 LCD.
Don't do it. Fucking bitch. Fuck. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked up my leg running. Fuck, man. This is why we have to find better spots.
Let's find a better spot. We'll find a better spot.
Oh. What a little fucking bitch. Now I want to get him even more. Damn, yo.
The flashlight scared him like immediately.
God damn it, bro. What a fucking deal. Alright, YouTube will fail. I'm gonna probably compile this one with a second one. Alright, end it. Hold it. Yeah, I literally just fucked up my leg. Just fucked up my leg. Oh, my leg.
You want to find another spot?
Yeah. No, we don't have to.
We don't have to. This guy just took off though.
Next time, bro, like, fuck. It's not your fault.
I sprinted toward that guy.
This is why, like, sometimes it's good to have more people. It happens. Like, you could. I have 1 trillion guys that are trying to meet up right now, so we're good. We're good.
We're good, guys.
I got like literally 1 trillion preds trying.
Andrew
to meet up.
never.
Put the AC on.
Yeah, let's turn the AC on.
Give me your phone, bro. I gotta give like a bunch of other guys the address.
All right, guys. So yeah, as you saw, the moment we pulled up to him, no, whatever. Then he started sprinting to his car immediately. So I sprinted after him. Was able to catch his license plate and everything. So yeah, man. You should have played it cool and asked him for directions. Yeah. It was tough though, because he saw the flashlight. See, the issue is he saw the flashlight and he kind of, he just took off right away. This is basura. You can't be doing this, bruh. Yeah. Crystal says don't use the flashlight next time. The only reason why, though, is because of the lighting, for the video quality.
Never wants to own it and never wants to treat it like his car. Leases are usually just bad, honestly. Usually never makes sense to lease. Hey Gelato, thank you for the $2, man. Big fan, man. Thank you. My brother did work with me at Mac Glass. It's that he just spent his money on drugs instead of his truck payment. Messenger. Do you have me on Facebook Messenger? Apparently he does. Okay. Well, Clint has what looks to be like a 2015. No, it's not 2015. Yeah, it might be a 2015. Yes, I think it is a 2015. It's a 2015 long bed King Ranch. It's a nice looking truck. It's a sharp truck. I would take that gas tank thing off. I'll push this over here. I'm not going to show your profile off for anybody. I can just click through the pictures. This is like a 2015 This is Clint's truck in this chat. It's a 2015 FX4 King Ranch. That right there has to go though. Come on, Clint. That's got to go. A couple things I would do personally with this truck. One, get a low profile toolbox to kind of hide the fact that it's a long bed. It would make it look sharper, right? Take this gas cover off. Oh shit, didn't want to do that. The Facebook, Twitch. Didn't mean to do that. I was just showing the pictures off. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. He asked me to show his truck off on stream. And I clicked the wrong button. Yeah. I'll be right back. Where is Clint at? Is he still here? Hey, Tainted Napkin, thank you for the 3 months. The Trabant 601, isn't that the Trabant that was like military issued? Well, the reason it's a big deal is because like I have a troll army that goes around and fucks with anybody and everybody. And like trolls will like mass report me for shit like that. And it was obviously an accident, right? I didn't mean to like show the guy's name or anything like that or his Facebook profile. If I get banned for a week, I get banned for a week. It is what it is. Life sucks. Right, but like the reason I'm asking is Clint ain't said anything since it happened. What was my brother's job in the Army? He was a medic. He was in the infantry. He was a medic in the infantry. What we see in the theater, we went and seen Brand New Day. No, I'm not doxing people on purpose. Bailey, be good. Be good. Abandon Breezy, please. Come here, Greg. Stop. Alright. No, I'm probably going to end the stream here. Like, I got to deal with this situation now. I got to prepare for losing probably a week's worth of income. Hey, Clint, thank you for the 21 months. My stream in 7 minutes. It'd be all right. How is it you get flagged for that? Generally, what happens is they mass report. Trolls have bots in my channel at all times. Sometimes you'll see them like beg, like pretend to be me and beg for donations. But they also have bots set up to like mass report me for anything that goes wrong. So you know that's a thing too. Grayson just got me right in the neck. Yeah, it's the reason like why my streams are so docile, because I can't really do anything without risk of losing my income. So that's that. How many pets do I have? I have 4. Yeah, I'm gonna get off, guys. There's too many trolls out tonight. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for subscribing. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Looking truck. It's just his Clint's truck in this chat. It looks sharper. Oh shit! Didn't want to do that. Button. Bailey, be good. Be good. I got to deal with this situation now. I got to prepare for losing probably a week's worth of income. Well, Clint has what looks to be like a 2015. No, it's not 2015. Yeah, it might be a 2015. Yes, I think it is a 2015. It's a 2015 long bed King Ranch. It's a nice looking truck. It's a sharp truck. I would take that gas tank thing off. I'll push this over here. I'm not going to show your profile off anybody. I can just click through the pictures. This is like a 2015. This is Clint's truck in this chat. It's a 2015 FX4 King Ranch. That right there has to go though. Come on, Clint. For anything that goes wrong. Yeah, I know I'm live. A DSP stream? I was cleaning up. My desk. I had a couple stains on my desk. Saw the VOD. You didn't see the VOD? Because there wasn't a VOD. It is what it is, man. Hey, Mizzy Wizzy, thank you for subscribing. The thing is like, it sucks being held at such a critical eye at all times, right? Like, I just got done driving for 14 hours. 14 hours to help my wife out, right? My wife likes to keep Top Dasher, and she got a little behind this month. So we have to do 46 deliveries in the next 3 days. So it means we have to average at least 12 deliveries a day, right? So it's Sunday, it was our day off. So we decided to go hard, and we did. We went hard, got a lot of deliveries, knocked a lot of stuff out, right? But, so I'm kind of tired. So I come home and you make little mistakes, and people, it sucks to have people that want to fuck with you at all times. You have a whole slew of people that have nothing better to do. And I understand it. I completely do. Because, like, people come in here and they mess with me, and it's their first time messing with me, right? And what ends up happening is they get banned or something like that, and it makes me look like an asshole, right? Because like, to them, they're going, "Hey Richard, how are you?" trying to have a laugh, and I've heard it for coming on 4 years now, right? It's been almost 4 years. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 4 years. So 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years. And it's played out like a motherfucker, right? Played out like a motherfucker. Well, I didn't count today, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I've been doing Twitch since 2015, and I've been doing internet personality since 2008. But regardless, it's just so played out, right? And like, I don't know if you guys seen the news today, but the guy who designed the emulator SNES, you know, like, go look at his article. I'm not going to speak on it at length because it goes into a lot of TOS kind of shit. But it shows the effects of, like, organized cyberbullying in action. And, like, it really hits home because, like, I'm one of the victims of organized cyberbullying. And, like, yeah, I deal with it. It is what it is, right? I try to stay above and beyond it. But, like, it gets so tiring. And it limits me so badly. Like, I could do so much more with my stream if I didn't have to worry about every little aspect. Because just what happened just a while ago, if that happened to any other person streaming, nothing would be said about it. Nothing. It would be like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. Go about my day." But to me, I have to change my entire life around and prepare for the worst. Because people want to have a laugh, right? Just imagine if every day you went into your job and there was just three people that stood there all day and tried to get you fired. There's nothing that people could do about it. Your job can't take them away. You can't call the cops on them. But those three people watch you like a hawk, waiting for you to mess up to get you fired. Just imagine the amount of stress that would cause you. You don't think anybody noticed if you didn't point it out? People noticed right away. The whole chat lit up. We banned almost 15 people in like 20 seconds, Booty Pirate. But like, there has to be something done about these people doing like constructive cyberbullying. Because like right now, I'm currently trying to get the local troll subreddit and discords banned. I know about their backups. I'm trying to get their backups banned as well. But the problem with that is you can't kill an idea. But there needs to be harsher punishments than just taking away their toy. People should not be allowed to organize cyberbully on a public forum. It should not be a way. People should serve jail time for this. Because it's hate. All that is hate. Get the authorities involved, dude. Like here, you've watched too much TV. Let me tell you why. Most local police forces are barely equipped to handle like local murders, much less complex cyberbullying, right? Because people come from all over the world, different countries. They have different skill sets, varying. And like, it's a lot to take in, and they'd have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to fix this that only affects one person. It's like right now, like people are like accusing me of doxing somebody. I didn't do anything malicious. No, Ozzy the Stonewall. You don't get to say that. Freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequence, right? Believe that, right? You can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater and be like freedom of speech. It doesn't work that way, right? You can't drive somebody up the wall and harass them every day without something of consequence. If you went to your local gas station and you sat there and harassed the gas station attendant, they would take you to jail. You can't claim freedom of speech over that. Organized freedom of speech, when it's all directed to harming somebody, is a criminal offense. Bullying is a criminal offense, right? Freedom of speech means that you can't be taken to jail for expressing your thoughts in a societal norm way, right? Like if you think like being a Satanist is rad and everybody should know about it and you want to write a blog about it, cool, that's freedom of speech, whatever you want to do, right? But you can't go and start burning like a fire in the middle of Walmart and do satanic chants without consequence, right? Well, I'm just, not everybody knows that, right? Like a good example of this, right? A great example of this was, you guys remember the Duck Dynasty show? I don't remember the guy's name, but he was the father, something Robinson. And he was very malicious toward LGBT, and he had a very Christian outlook. And he ended up getting canned off of the show because of this outlook, and it upset a lot of people. And the first thing they touted was freedom of speech, which that showed me like at least half the fucking country doesn't know what freedom of speech is, right? Because he was employed by the company that created the show. And when he was employed by that company, he had to fall into their guidelines. And if he said something they didn't like, they're allowed to fire him, right? Like if you work at McDonald's and you start calling people derogatory terms every time they try to order a Happy Meal, you're going to get fired. Freedom of speech be damned. But that is a freedom of speech, dude. Like people like there's cases where like that's been there, right? For example, like granted, setting a fire in Walmart is destruction of property, right? They could get you for that without going into freedom of speech. But if you were to like set fire of your own yard, like you say you made a pentagram or something and you set it on fire in your own yard and it was controlled, even though nobody else liked it in the neighborhood, right? And you weren't in an HOA, that's freedom of speech. But, you know, the second you do it to your neighbor's yard, it turns into something else. I'm just saying, like, there's something needs to happen with cyberbullying. It needs to be cracked down on. You know, some of these websites that are hubs for people to get on and cyberbully people need to be taken down, right? And if they don't get taken down, the people that host the websites should be sued, right? Go for the companies that host the web browsing and things like that. Like, for example, if Reddit wants to allow places to just hate on people, they should be liable for it. How do you get cyberbullied? Just turn off the computer? It's not that easy, man. Like, this is how I make my living, right? This is how my light bill gets paid. And I agree with Kelly Does the Fart. Most of the people that follow my remove are just terrible people. Let's see, Clint, thank you for resubscribing for 21 months. Music, what do you think for the tier 1? Let's see, then you had just trolls. Like just today, right? So I got a message today while I was door dashing. And it was from Brandy. I haven't talked to Brandy in a while. I'm not going to show you, but I'll read it. She goes, "Hey there, I have a question." I go, "What's up?" "I was wondering if you talked about me recently and made my... Recently. I made something public again, and I got like 10 ads from random young guys." I go, "Nope, I haven't talked about you." Since she goes, "I don't get it. How do some kids remember something you said years ago?" And I go, "I have entire channels devoted to me. It's kind of creepy." And she goes, "Yeah." The fact that the people are going to like a girlfriend I had in 2013. It's almost 8 years ago, and fucking with them is crazy. It's crazy. She's not a celebrity. Why is she a celebrity? Because she was a good enough person to hang out with me for a while? You guys harass her more than you do. I'm married at this point. Married, right? Let me count on my hands. Let's see, there was 6 different women since Brandy, not counting my wife. My wife, I had 6 relationships since 2013. But you guys fuck with her unrelentingly. You should just stop. Look at this shit. Like, look at this. Like, why? Oh, my Lord. Oh, this is what I hate about the trolling the most. Like, here's what I hate about trolling the most. Trolling is so edited that it makes me look like this terrible person. Right? Look at this guy goes, Kelly does the fart. I will say this. Wings has publicly said some pretty bad things, such as saying the blank word and saying homophobic jokes. And that was years ago. And as much as Wings' rage doesn't change, he himself trying to change from saying things in public at least. Dog. Again, everything I say is taken out of context. Everything. Never been a racist. Never been a homophobe. Most of the homophobe jokes that was taken way the fuck back when I was 22. I'm currently 35, almost 36. Give you an idea, this a decade ago was said on a shock jock. Well, I was 24, 25. So 10 years ago, still a decade. On a shock jock podcast to get fucking views. To get views. Let me point this out to you. If I was this extremely terrible, no good, very bad person, and I've had the last 4 years of every person I walk across, I have to take it with a critical eye. Are these people out here to in my best interest, right? Don't you think there would be some video or some text message or some post that somebody has gotten out at me where I either went on some huge rant or some tirade in a game where I thought I wasn't being watched? Don't you think this would happen? Don't you think this post would be there? But all these people out here that constantly team kill me in Rainbow and everything that happens, if I was actually these things, don't you think there would be videos floating around of me just being a nasty, rancid motherfucker? Like, honestly, explain that to me. Explain to me why there's never videos of me showing all these traits that you claim I have. Plank, Wings, how much the 1v1 you on Call of Duty not a troll? It's $1,000, man. It's always been $1,000, always will be $1,000. Up front, not if you win. I get $1,000 regardless of what happens. It's just stupid, man. It's stupid and it's silly. Because, like, at the end of the day, if you search my name up, it makes me look like a person that belongs in jail for the rest of my life. And I'm nowhere close to that. I'm a dude that will help you off the side of the road. I'm a dude that will bend over backwards to get things done with you. Hell, I'm a 5-star delivery driver. There's nothing but positive shit on my profile, on any of my things. I bet you couldn't pay my wife to say a bad thing about me. It's just silly. What it really boils down to is this. And this is going to sound really, really dumb, right? But I'm almost certain this is it. People dislike me because I'm fat. Period. They dislike me because I'm fat and I'm different. I know I hit the nail on the head. People could, like, not every person dislikes me because I'm fat, but the vast majority of them dislike me because I'm fat. And the reason I think this is because if you go to any place where trolls think they have a safe haven, all of their content is pictures of me without my shirt on, or without my beard, or showing off my gluttony. All of it. Like 95% of it is them making fun of me because I'm fat. No. Almost all fat people get tormented. Go to any fat person's stream. Any fat person. They won't get it to the level I'm getting it. Right? Because I'm like the popular fat guy. But other people will get it too. Go to Boogie. He gets it. Boogie was one of the nicest people you ever meet online. But he gets hate. Free marketing. I'd do without that free marketing, dog. I got you, Roddy Piper. Alright, so I'm gonna drop the stream. I'm gonna delete this shit. And then I'm gonna fire it back up and we'll play Demon Souls or some shit. I don't know. Regards to stream stuff, if I just put a delay on the stream, wouldn't that eliminate it? It would also eliminate any kind of interaction I have with streams. And like my stream's goal is to make money, obviously. So like to make money, you got to have interaction. Without interaction, people don't feel like they're a part of anything. So like, could I stream the games easier? Yeah. Would it work? Sure. But it would make the stream boring. It would cause me to get less viewers. And that defeats the purpose of streaming. streaming against the game viewers, and hopefully capture some ends. No, I don't have any sponsors. My resolution's fucked? It looks fine to me. No, Big Buffalo Rob. It's not even that, man. Like, the goal of my streaming is to make money, yeah. But, like, that's the reason I get on the stream every day, is because I make money doing it, right? But, like, I can still do that and try to make an entertaining product. But the problem is, like, I have a lot of limiting factors, which stops me from making entertaining products. I mean, one of the biggest ones right now is I don't give a fuck about playing video games. That's one of the hugest limiting factors in here. Like, most of the time when I get on to stream, I don't want to play anything. And I just have to tough it out. Why do I delete streams if trolls have a script that automatically downloads them? Well, one, I don't want that to be on my fucking VODs, right? I don't want my streams to be on a VOD. Like, I don't want somebody to come in and watch my VODs and see me crying about trolls and be my first impression of me as a streamer. Like, I'd much rather than watch, like, one of my LPs or something like that where it's fun. And that's where I would like it, right? Like, the last time I streamed the other day, that was a fun fucking stream. Granted, you know, money was coming in left, right, and center, but, like, people were coming in and legitimately asking questions they wanted to know the answer to. It wasn't just a bunch of people coming in here saying, Richard, Richard. It wasn't just annoying and just little kids asking the same tired ass shit. There's a solution to that? What's the solution? Please tell me. I can't face my reality? What's my reality? Why don't you just rage more on stream to get more viewers? Isn't that what trolls tune in for? Dude, because I don't want to fucking rage. Like, being upset is actually a negative. And usually the only thing that really upsets me is Call of Duty. Like, to the level that people want to see me get upset. Yeah, I'm not gonna play first-person shooters. I mean, not first-person shooters, fighting games. One, I'm not even good at them anymore. And the level of time it takes to get good at them, I'm unwilling to put in. So it would just be me sucking at them for long periods of time while people make fun of me. And what a lot of people don't realize is like people on the internet, there's a person behind this, and like I don't think a lot of people realize that there's actually a person on the other end of their screen that's legitimate, has feelings and everything. Dude, again, like I'm not even remotely good at fighting games anymore. I was good at fighting games on PlayStation 2 when it was basically a big old game of paper, rock, scissors. Opinion on the Flamberge and Souls games? I mean, I beat Dark Souls 2 with the Flamberge. And it's not the worst thing ever. But it's not the greatest ever either. I don't know what roleplay Grand Theft Auto is, man. Like, the problem with me at this point in my life is like, there's very few video games that actually interest me. I mainly play Dark Souls because it fucking keeps my anxiety in check. Yeah, I beat Sekiro. Dude, just doing pretty good, Logan. One thing I never liked about Demon Souls was the soul progression is fucking trash. It's usually only like 1 or 2 areas in the whole game that soul progression is even worth having. Yeah, I played the original Demon Souls as well. The only problem with streaming on YouTube is Twitch Prime subs. Like, Twitch Prime subs is such a huge part of my paycheck every month. And it's what keeps me on Twitch, honestly. Twitch Prime subs and bits, which I know you can do super chats and stuff on there, but like... And not to mention, like, I don't even know if I can stream on YouTube, honestly. Like, the trolls put strikes on my channel so many times back in the days. I know at one point I lost my partnership, and I don't know if that took my ability to stream along with it. I prefer to do Twitch, honestly, because it's easier. All you got to do is really turn on and talk to people. Like, generally, my streams where I don't play video games at all are more popular than anything else I do. I wouldn't expect to pop back on Twitch from you. That's good. Dude, I'm not that... I don't know, man. Like, I don't think a lot of people get that I'm you know, a suffering manic depressant. And like, sometimes I'm not in the best moods. And like, I'm more open and honest with people than I should be. And I think that's one of my downfalls. See you, Abstract. Thank you for coming in and modding some. No, I've not watched The Mandalorian. I'm not depressed about my weight. Nah, man, I'm actually losing weight again. I'm not worried about that at all. Let's see, Wings. I feel like I've only ever seen snippets of your gameplays. You ever streamed a game from start to finish? Yep. Yep. What games did we do start for finish? I did the entire platinum of Skyrim over the period of 6 months. I've done an entire Demon Souls stream way back on the PS3. This is years ago. I've played through the entire game of Metal Gear Solid way back. Like the PS1 game. I mean, recently I haven't done anything from start to finish. But a lot of that has to do with, like, I don't know, like I've just not been into video games as much as I used to be. When are you gonna play the next God of War when it comes out? Yes, I am. Renowned Hero Soul. I didn't watch E3. I just knew it. I haven't watched it. I wonder if we could talk about something about cars. My car is giving out of me, and I'm starting. All right, hold up. Give me a second. Let me get off this thing. All right, you said, I wonder if you could talk something about cars. My car is giving out on me, and I'm starting. I have to start looking. Thing is, I know nothing about cars and what to look for. Hey, Jumbo Shark. Well, giving out on you at what point? Like, I need more information than that. Is it giving out on you while you're driving? Is it, are you cranking it up and it's not starting? Like, does it start sometimes and other times it doesn't? Is it automatic or is it a manual? I had to know that too. Like, I wonder why, like, From Software felt the need that these guys are worth nothing. Like, here's a bunch of dudes. I understand they don't put up much of a fight, but, like, they're worth 3 souls. They're just husk of their former self. It's in the storage. Let's see. Well, I have a freeze plug leak, which is blocked by the transmission. So, For them to have a look at it, it'll cost $600 to pull the transmission out. I have a Jeep Cherokee 2006, 265 miles. Mechanic said I should start looking for a car. The reason your mechanic said you should start looking for a car is because it's going to cost more than your car is worth to fix, right? A freeze plug coming out isn't the end of the world, right? But the fact is there's a lot of labor to get to that freeze plug that he's talking about. I don't know anything about the blocks on a Jeep Grand Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, right? So I'm going to assume you have the 4.7 Magnum in it, or you have like the V6 variant. I don't know anything about those engines. But the reason he said to look for a car is because of that. Because like you can't hold compression if you're basically losing coolant at the bottom of your block. Because a freeze plug is just there. So if your block freezes, that plug pops out before it cracks the block. It's a protectant. But a freeze plug shouldn't stop your car from starting. Honestly, like your car still should crank up and drive. You're just going to be losing coolant like a motherfucker. Like you should be pouring coolant out the bottom of it, like it's pissing. And here's my advice on cars. Like, know what you have. You pretty much have the 4.7 Magnum in it. It's a 2006 Jeep Ram. If your mechanic that you looked at it based it solely on that repair, here's the thoughts, right? How much money do you have saved up? All right. Oh, you want to look for a car? Okay. Toyota Camry. Or Toyota 4Runner. Like, honestly, that's the easy answer. Right? Like, if all you care is dependability, all you want is something to go from point A to point B, that's your answer. Right? Toyotas are double or triple redundant on everything. All the systems they use are almost 100% reliable. You're not going to get the best gas mileage out of Toyota, and hardly any of them have any real fucking horsepower, like especially what you're going to be looking for. But as a whole, like, they'll crank up every time and they get you to point A to point B. Have a good story with Pimp. What do you think about what do you think is the smartest breed of dog? Australian Blue Heeler. How much money do you have saved up, Jumbo Shark? Like what is your monthly income? How much can you save a month? And how desperate do you need a car, and how quickly do you need one? I can afford. Oh, first off, mistake number one, right? Let me pause this real quick. Oh, you can't pause this game. Mistake number one: never, ever base your car buying ability on a payment. like you see me looking at like the Trail Boss, right? And like, and I'm basing what makes me comfortable with, right? That Trail Boss, or any Trail Boss for that matter, right, is a huge financial waste of money. The only reason I entertain things like that is because that's what makes me happy in life. Cars make me happy. Having a nice car makes me happy. It's the key to my happiness, right? So I look at that as my fun, right? Because cars are just huge chunks of financial ruin sitting in your driveway, depreciating faster than anything else that you own, right? Cars are terrible investments. So when I say this is a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing, right? You don't want to go in to a car payment, right? If you want to be smart with your money, take that $300 or $400 that you say you can afford and pay it to yourself. I don't know how desperately you need a car right now, right? I don't know if that Jeep is your only transportation. I don't know if you can borrow a car, what it might be. Take that $300 or $400, pay it to yourself until you can afford a $3,000 car, right? And take that $3,000 car and shop for it. The first car you buy with $3,000 is going to be a pure T piece of trash. Pure T piece of trash. It's going to need work, just like your Jeep did, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, maybe it's worth fixing your Jeep, right? Because, like, a mechanic might tell you that the Jeep's not worth money. It's almost fiscally never responsible to change cars, right? It's always cheaper to fix what you have than it is to buy something else. Almost always, right? There's certain exceptions. But then you have to ask yourself, like, well, what do the shocks look like? Was I keeping the maintenance up? Is the rest of the car falling down? Is the car rusty? Where do I live at? What kind of weather do I have to deal with? Am I going too fast? Again, like, your Jeep might not be, the repair might be worth more than your Jeep, but here's the thing about your Jeep. You know everything with it, right? You know how it drives. You know what you fixed on it. You know what you haven't fixed on it. When you go out there and you buy another car, you're basically, especially an older car, you're taking a shot in the dark at what's been fixed on it, right? And I always tell people, like, when you buy a used car, unless it's brand fucking spanking new, right? There's things that you want to do. You want to flush the transmission. You want to change the coolant. You want to change the brake fluid, and you want to make sure that the brakes are up to spec, right? Those are the 4 things you got to do, and that all costs money. That's like $1,000 list I just listed off there. You're looking at $200 to $250 for a transmission and filter. You're looking at another $30 or $40 for an oil change. You're looking at for a coolant flush, you're looking at $130. For a brake flush, you're looking at $130, $150. You know, there's $600-700 right there. And, you know, a lot of people, that's not chump change, right? But that, you know, that guarantees that if you buy a used car, that your car is going to last, right? And even then, there's other things that can go wrong with cars that age. You know, idle air control valves, you know, MAP sensors, mass airflow sensors. How often did the person that bought the car change the fucking oil? Yeah, abstract's completely right too. Miles are not all the same, right? Like, for example, like, my Ford Focus has 74,000 miles on it. And I can guarantee you, when it has 150,000 miles on it, it's going to be hard miles, because my Ford Focus does nothing but stop and go driving. its whole life. And it's what it's going to do. We're going to run that car into the fucking ground. CarMax is the #1 used car dealership in the world. Are they reliable? They won't sell you a piece of junk, right? CarMax generally doesn't carry junk. So if you get something from CarMax, they usually will stand behind their product, but they're going to pay a premium for that. Generally, CarMax sells used cars at almost a $1,500 to $2,000 clip, higher than they are market value. And they do that because generally they put new tires on everything they get, and they have inspections and things of that nature. It's one of those you get what you pay for kind of things. They do have cheap extended warranties too, and I would actually take them up on extended warranties if you want to buy one of their cars. You have an 09 Fusion. What motor do you have in it? You have the 2.5? Dude, Jumbo Shark, like, if you want, man, follow me on Twitter and get a estimate of your bill, send it to me, and I'll let you know if they're bullshitting you. And if you feel like you need to look at other cars, I can look at cars with you and show you what you need to look for. You got the 2.3? I didn't know they put the 2.3 in the Fusion. I don't think they sold this in America. Send me a message, Jumbo Truck, on Twitter, and I'll follow you. Like, just go to like my latest post and put like your username in from Twitch, and I'll follow you. That would be my first guess. Is the piston rings are fried, mainly because like you're losing oil so fast. The 2.3 is actually a bored out version of the engine my Ford Focus has, which is a 2-liter Duratec, and they're pretty stout fucking engines for the most part. I mean, like, my first instinct was going to say you need a valve cover gasket, because like because they have seals in the spark plug holes of the valve cover gasket there. And if one of those seals fell badly, you will be dumping oil into the cylinder. But if you're doing that, you're going to see like tons of white smoke or even blue smoke coming out your tailpipe. That would be the first thing I checked, was the valve cover gasket on the 2.3. But if it's not the valve cover gasket, like if you can pull like one of the coil packs, and then you take a spark plug out and it's covered in oil, that's your problem. But if all your spark plugs are dry, you're most likely losing it from like either your piston rings have pretty much been shot and like they're letting oil slip back into the combustion chamber, or I don't know. I don't think the 2.3 has low resistance piston rings, or you could have scraying in the cylinder walls themselves and oil's getting by the piston ring because of scraying. Why don't I work as a car salesman or shop owner? I want to try car sales at some point in my life, but I think I'm going to be bad at it, almost strictly because I can't fuck people, right? like if somebody came in and they needed a car and they were on a fixed budget, I would be the type of dude to be like, dog, I can't sell you this car, not with good conscience. You know, like I couldn't sell. I like if some old dude came in to own a construction shop and he wanted a new King Ranch, sure, that's one thing. But you know, if a 34-year-old mother of 3 came in because her something's wrong with her Toyota and like she wants a new one, and she really couldn't afford a new car, but you know, either you could always convince yourself you always deserve something, or you want something, or you could use something. There's a million reasons why you should buy something, and like a lot of people do that war in their head. Like I've been doing it all the time. I'm in full blown truck fever right now. You know, I'm in truck fever so bad that it's to the point where like I'm looking up VIN numbers to try to get negotiation tactics out. But you know, looking up that silver truck's VIN number is like, yeah, I'm not getting that shit. But like a lot of it's just like that. It's like I like cars. I love being around cars, but you know, being a car salesman isn't about being around cars. Being a car salesman is about shitting people. That's what it is at the end of the day. Most car salesmen you go to don't know a fucking thing about cars. They couldn't tell you what engine's in most of the cars they have. And if they do, they're looking at a brochure. You feel like Ford always has motor problems? All depends on what motors you got. The 2.3 that you have is actually a stout ass fucking motor. Honestly, the 2-liter Duratec, which is the foundation of it, that's a great motor. Like it eats up motor mounts like a motherfucker, but like it lasts forever. Like you just might have gotten a bad example. Truck fever. Truck fever is what I call it when is like when you, I don't know if you guys ever had this, but like you get the desire to want something. Like you see, like for me, like I really like the Chevrolet's front end, and like there's certain things about my truck I don't like. Like I don't like how the 6-speed changes from the second to third gear and things like that, and you know, it's a bunch of bullshit, right? Like my truck's fine, but like I said, it's just trying to convince yourself over and over again of like why you should get a new truck. When fiscally it makes no sense. It makes no sense. What's up, pretentious pairings? I need to go drop stuff off at Homeboys. Let's just go do that. I'll come back. Zeppy Pepin, what 3 other cars do I have? Yeah, I have basically a brand new truck. I bought a 2018 with 7,000 miles on it. And the truck I'll be getting would be the same truck with a different transmission and basically the same engine, just with a 2-inch lift and a new body style. Like I said, like it makes no sense to get new cars. I'll be adding $14,000 worth of debt for essentially what I have. Sounds dumb, right? Because it is dumb. I have a 2018 Silverado Z71 crew cab. I can just show you a picture of it. It's easier because so people can understand what it is. That's my current truck. That's Cole. He's a guy I play Divinity 2 with. Here's another picture of my current truck. How much was my current truck? I paid $34,500 for it. I put $6,000 down, so I financed, what was that, $28,000 or something like that. Oh. Put stuff in this place. Where's all this damn weight coming from? Let's repair.
I can force my You come back alive.
How much of the payments was $6,000 down? My personal payments are a little bit higher because I financed for 48 months. My payments are $634. But I financed for 4 years. So I got 3 more years on my truck. The only games I'm looking forward to right now is Diablo 2 Remastered. That's the only one I actually keep track of. That and Elden Ring. Am I about to have 2 trucks? No. I just really like the trail boss. Like, I most likely won't get one. Like, I just wanted somebody to either talk me out of it or show me a loophole about getting into one by working a deal on one. See you, Cap. Thank you for stopping by, homie. Hey, Darian, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I honestly never get excited for games. And like people come in here and be like, "What do you think about this?" King Bastard, thanks for subscribing as well. What do you think about this game? What do you think about that game? And I was like, don't think about any of them, honestly. Like Demon Souls, I was pretty excited for, but like I knew I was gonna be playing the same game I've played before. You know? Hey, my turtle died. Thank you. I mean, like, I don't. People keep asking about the Ford Maverick. I don't know anything about it. And like, I'm down to talk about other stuff besides cars. Cars is just what I'm passionate about. I could, but I don't know. That's a thought process, but I don't really want to lift my truck. I just like the way that one sits. Like things I want to do to my truck, like I want to put the LTZ mirrors on it. I want to I want to put a black bull bar on it. I eventually want to go with a little bit more aggressive attire, which I don't know what aggressive tire I want to put on it. I'm not sure if I want to go up like any kind of tire size. But the only problem with putting more aggressive tires on it and things of that nature is that you lose ride comfort and you lose some miles per gallon. Don't put stressing tires if you're not going to use them. Do I do any off-roading? Zero. My big thing is I like my truck to be able to do anything I want it to do. And to do that, sometimes you need more aggressive tires. I don't know. I think one of the reasons that I don't get excited about games is they're no longer something I can obtain. Like when I was a kid, like we got games so rarely that you built yourself up like this hype level for any game that you got. Every game was like a new and great thing. And now like if I want a game I just fucking buy it. And like I think that takes away some of the fun of it. Like it's no longer something that you long for. It's alright, it comes out when? Alright, I'll get it, I'll try it. And it's like I'm at a point where I don't care if it sucks or not if I wasted $60 or $70. It's like, alright, well, I didn't like the game, so I'm just never going to play it again. I think that's part of it too. It's kind of like I played, what was that one game? Subnautica recently. I mean, it was alright. I mean, like, I had a pretty good time playing it. But it's like, I've never had a desire to play it again. Like, it's just, like, I've never, like, I never catch myself like, oh man, I kind of want to play Subnautica. I mean, like, I didn't like Cyberpunk at all. I thought that was a trash game. I like The Witcher 3. I never played The Witcher 2, and I've watched Gopher play Witcher 1, and I thought that was a pretty cool experience. Doesn't look like a game I'd want to play personally, just mainly because the combat system's old as fucking hills. But like, I can see the appeal of it. Like, there's certain games I don't like playing, but I like watching playing. Like I don't like playing like Baldur's Gate. Or like Pillars of Eternity or games like that, but I can see why somebody would, and I don't mind watching people play them. I mean, you don't think I'm bored right now? Like, I literally can play this game in my fucking sleep, for the most part. Like right here. Hold block, go to the right, he does the X strike, hit him right there, alright? Slice him once, go straight to his right, he's going to do a thrust, hit him again. Now we can actually repeat this pattern. Slice him once, go to the right, miss the thrust, pop him again. Like, it just gets down to formulaic, you know what I mean? You can see it. One strike, bait the thrust, hit him in the back. Yeah, now he's low enough, I'm just going to DPS him down. Hey, Jumbo Shark, thank you for coming on my stream, dude. You're my friend. Used to mod and all the other stuff. I'd take out time out of my day to help you out anyway. I mean, like, it gets just formulaic. Like, that's how you beat those type of guys. And like, generally, the only way that you really lose against these things is getting over. Like right now, like, I'm being way too aggressive for no reason. Like, if I pop my shield out and just pop them in the back like this, and you can do the same thing to these skeleton guys. And really, you should be using a crush weapon on these guys, but I'm too fucking lazy to level a crush weapon up. Again. Look at that shit. Thank you. See you, Jumbo Shark. And like, the dance of death in Souls is what gets me. Like, I enjoy like the little game that you gotta play against every enemy. A Nox Cord. I actually played Immortal Shell multiple times. Old stream. It's alright. The only problem with how Immortal Shell is it feels like a really rushed Dark Souls game, and like if you really want to, you can just abuse like the rock stance like a motherfucker. Like, you can take one hit, go to rock stance. Wait till the rock stance refreshes. Take one hit, go to rock stance. You feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting Elden Ring. We'll be getting Elden Ring. I pretty much buy everything From Software makes. One, two, three, four. Cool. A little grave robber Blige out. He sells Half Moon grass that you can buy. Good merchant. That's my boy Uchi. Straight 2,000. Here we go. Hey, it's really only on Twitch because of you these days. Thanks for the end of Salvage of the Gym. You're welcome. I don't know what I do special that other people don't do. I mean, there's a lot of like small YouTubers that do shit way better than me. Only Twitch guys. Like, I'm hoping that the appeal of me isn't just the troll wars. Hey Shay, Big Daddy Wing. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for the $5. X strike into the backstab. I mean, we did this just a second ago. It's the same thing. Like always, if you hit him at one time, he'll almost always go into like the stab. He didn't do it right there, but you can still bait it off of that attack too. See, there it goes. Here it does that stupid stab. That's where you kind of mess up at right there. We can just fix it. Like once you know like the order of operations for those guys, it's not so much damage as just making sure that your mechanics are right. Just making sure your mechanics are right. The Reaper guys. I don't really know the mechanics for these that well because normally I just power my way through them. I don't really fight them that often. Jake the loser, how you doing, buddy? You keep getting banned? I have no idea why you keep getting banned. Who banned you? Alright. Let's just get away. One of the things you can do on this area, which I'm not doing right now, which I should be doing, is if you have the Thieves Ring on, the Stingrays pretty much don't fuck with you at all. Let's just go to the end of the area and beat the last guy. We can come back in a second. Good. We're just gonna skip these guys. Adjudicator, how you doing? This guy's super easy to beat with ranged or any kind of magic, but we don't have either one of those, so we gotta go down there and hit his sword. I feel like this is always a little faster on PlayStation 3 than it is on the remaster. I feel like he takes a lot more hits to have him react and do this right here. As you can see, this boss is not exactly the most thrilling fight you ever have. Like, it feels like I'm either fucking up or I'm not hitting this thing right. Like, I'm not using my headset, but like the bird also has like a little call where it goes, "Yeah!" That means he's going to attack. So like, you can use audio cues on Dark Souls. I'm just tired as hell. Sleepy. Hey Abstract, thank you for gifting a sub. Gift to Mr. Beastly, appreciate it. only reason I watch Short Hands is to keep up with you because I can't tune the stream as much as I would like. Big ups to Lummox, he's probably the best unbiased trolls. Most likely, yeah. Dude, thank you for the gifted sub, Abstract. I thought you were going to bed. I'm playing this on whatever the regular difficulty is. Like, I don't... Dark Souls doesn't have a difficulty. For the most part.
I can force that. You come back alive.
Alright, shut that off. Have I seen the movie Nobody? No, I haven't. You got hooked into the stream? What'd you get hooked into the stream about? I did not see Toyota get exposed. I'm gonna do this before we get off tonight because we're gonna be a super long stream tonight because I'm fucking tired. But I do want to show this off. Like this is kind of an ugly raptor. This is a Roush raptor. Let's go back. Like here's a 2019 raptor that they never sold. They want $72,000 for this bad boy. That's the reason I don't go for Raptors. Nah. Nah. Like, again, people are like, why don't you go get a Raptor? Because, like, brand new, they're $70,000 or $80,000 trucks. You got them used. Let's go from... I don't know. Let's go from 2014 to 2021 nationwide. Alright, put closest first. These are sponsored, these don't count, but like here's a 2019 for 75,000, 2018 75,000. Here's a new one for 72,000. 67. Let's see what the cheapest one. I could find. Again, sponsors don't count. Like here's a 2014 Raptor with 140,000 miles on it. They won't basically what I paid for my truck brand new. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. Was there something wrong with this one? It's modded, but I can't tell if the paintwork's fucked up or not because the way it looks. I mean, like, that one, I'd buy that one for that price in miles. But that's one of those, like, too good to be true kind of things. It looks like here's the same thing. Oh, they're wrecked. As you can see, this one's obviously wrecked. So I'm guessing the other one's wrecked too. $2014. Again, yeah. Yeah, there's 100,000 miles, $51,000. And it's like some people that buy the Raptor, like, who the fuck would put this orange Ford badge on? Again, like, yeah, a Raptor, a 2018 Raptor with 15,000 miles on it, it has to be wrecked for 30 grand. Like, Raptors hold their value better than almost any car on the market. Like, you're gonna pay $50,000 for these kind of shits, right? It's just what they cost. It's just what they cost. Nah, I'm not gonna be copping a Ford Maverick. I'm big as a Ford Maverick. Again, like, I mean, the T-Rex is a good truck, but like, you're talking about trucks that are like, to me, when cars get to the prices of Raptors and like TRXs, like once you, I think the mark is $45,000. Once you go over $45,000, you're outside the realm of what an average person can afford, right? You're only selling to like the super rich or the very well off, or the people that's their only debt that they have. So it's like, to me, like $130,000 Ram T-Rex, I don't give a fuck if it can jump over 8 sand dunes at one time while getting your dick sucked. To me, I'm not paying $130,000 for a fucking truck. To me, that's house prices. That's house prices. For $130,000, I can buy a house, and that house will only appreciate. Whereas like the Ford Raptor, even though it depreciates slower, it still depreciates. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Use what you want. Everybody else does. Everybody else. Oh man. They won't see me. What's the next game coming out for you on the list? Honestly, it's Battlefield. Holy shit, Aiden! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's Battlefield 2042 and Diablo 2 Remastered. Those are the fucking 2 games that I'm there. Hunter, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Those guys are coming in clutch right now because today we're gonna lose 28, possibly. I think either 28 or 32 subs is on the docket to be released today. So like, ugh. Hey, Abstract, you did give 2. See you, pretentious parents. Well, thanks, Aiden, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, everybody, for donating. We're going to go to bed now. Hope everybody had a wonderful time. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm out of 5,000. Peace, people.
Running scrambler.
Enemy in the auction house.
Grenade out, heads down. Trip mine, good to go.